We teach mothers at home, fathers, children treat their parents and grandparents sometimes. But in 2008, I was teaching in Bogota, in Colombia, and I demonstrate a few times because we teach the theory and then practice. Anyone with a pain, anyone with a problem, and as I was teaching that, very very simply, someone said, a woman said yes, and okay, so I was expecting her to have a problem. She said, no, that's for him, that's for my son. Okay, what do you have? I have a headache. Okay, the mother says yes in Spanish. I'm lucky. I taught a lot in Spain, so I can understand a little bit of Spanish. So he says, yeah, I have a headache, and the mother says yes. He has a sinusitis now for 2 weeks or something like this already. So okay, so in that case we didn't use needles. I used colors, green color, and I make a little smiley on his face, on his thumb, not on his face. He was smiling. So here maybe.
Okay.
We can show this picture afterwards.
Yes.
To see the body in the hand, and so. Luckily, instantly his headache went away and he was very happy. I was very happy too, because it doesn't work 100% of the time like magic. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it takes like 1 hour until it goes away. But most of the time, some difference we can notice immediately. So it's also how good we know to look, how well we can look. So this young 7 years old, if I recall correctly, is very happy. The mother is happy. Everybody's happy. He's super cute too. And then someone says, "Me too. Me too. I have the same headache." And I look and I see an older woman, not too old. She's a great grandmother of the child. But she's 70 something, I think, 70, 80. But in she was in great shape. Very alive spirit. And said, okay. And I'm telling I said to the child, here is the green pen. You will do it for her. Just draw just smiley on the thumb. Hello. And so he goes towards her, and I ask her, how long have you had that headache? She has 15 years. I said, I was less proud. I was less assured at that moment already. I was like, oh, I hope it's gonna work. So he does the same, and then I ask her immediately after, how do you feel? Any difference? She says, yes, it went away from here, but now it's here. So then I told him to make a point. I told him to on the sides, or the thumb for the side, for the temples, 30% better, 50% better, and then he had to do on the other hand and make more. Basically, she was all covered in green, her thumb. And within 5-10 minutes, all of the headache was gone. And sometimes it never returns. And sometimes it returns after 5 minutes, and sometimes it holds for 2 weeks. But the thing is that we teach the people how to do it themselves.
Right.
Anyone can put some color point or massage the finger. And so that's it. We work in hospitals. We treat people. We work with veterans of the war with post-traumatic stress disorder, phantom pains, cancer patients, multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer, Parkinson.
So that was my first
depression,
question.
anxiety, etc., etc. Now, the more you know, I mean, let's say someone that doesn't know anything about health, or they know where it hurts and they know what to do because they understand the principle, but a brain surgeon or a psychiatrist or a gynecologist, they can use that knowledge, and this is why it's mostly medical doctors that were trained in this modality since 1987 until today. Originally, it's mostly medical doctors that practice this, but Professor Park Jae-wo's vision is be your own doctor. Everyone can do it. We should have a Sujok doctor in every home. This is the idea. Anyone can do it. Everyone should do it. So mankind can regain more dignity. Oftentimes, people in suffering, physical, emotional, and spiritual, and then life become suffering. Especially when there is a very, very serious health issues, people feel that they are completely disempowered, that they are helpless, and the doctor is like God because they know about life and death, and we don't, and so these people feel victims and fate and destiny, maybe God is against them because they're faulted and they need to be expiating their karma, many spiritual ideas of the kind. And it's true, but it's an illusion, because everything is perfect. God is perfect, creator, source, did a perfect world, is perfect, she's perfect. So God did a perfect world, therefore there can be only perfect beings in it, and the suffering is an illusion. I am not healing anyone. I'm studying with them and holding that space in which they heal themselves, and whatever I do, but this is just like, wake up, here is a mirror, you're doing your own healing. And so someone that is suffering of low self-esteem and self-love because they are in pain and they don't want to be a burden to their families, to society, etc., etc., they are suffering a lot, especially from self-deprecation and depression. When physical pain becomes chronic and is constant, emotional pain is constant as well, and then depression comes in naturally. So when we teach someone how to heal themselves, suddenly they become their own doctor. Now the doctor is almost like God. He can help people in terrible situations. So now the self-esteem is uplifted,
Right.
and now self-love is growing, the aura, the spirit, the mind, and now they feel much better emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically. Also as the pain is subsiding, people feel much better. And now when they understand more and they get that enthusiasm and they want to share it, something even better is happening. Now they will grab the hand of their beloved, their mother, their father, if they see that they have a back pain too. You know, it worked for me. It helped me. Let me do it for you too if you want. And now the terrible back pain and limping, sciatica that this person had suddenly is gone, or improved 90%, sometimes in seconds. Whether it lasts for a long time or not is not the question, but at least at this point in time, they have sometimes full relief in seconds or minutes. And suddenly the person that beforehand was a victim and in pain and not being able to do anything but take painkillers if they have the money to buy them in some places, you know, in the third world or emerging, developing countries, they don't have money, they don't have any health insurance. I worked a lot in Africa and other places, and with a humanitarian organization, NGOs as well. So now I'm not only that I became my own, from the suffering and being in pain and not knowing what I can do to help myself or others, I became sometimes in minutes of showing this little map and explaining the simple explanation I gave you: head, neck, chest, abdomen, 2 legs, 2 arms. God created us in His image. He created the hand in the image of the body, so we can be our own gods, our own healers. He's the divine healer. We are also. If we are the children of God, we are God-like, as it is written in the Holy Scriptures. Right? I like that idea. I grew up as an atheist and agnostic, but I like the idea that there is a greater force, there is some benevolent force that wants our best. And even if I'm wrong, at least it makes me feel very good. So anyways, when we do Sujok treatment from Professor Park with knowing that we are loved and we love one another, this is the most important thing. Free love in the sense of giving, helping each other, being of service to a greater cause than just ourselves. Usually the results are much better than if we just do it without any spiritual guidance, any spiritual intention. So from being a victim in pain, powerless, the person becomes their own doctor. First thing, they reduce their own pain and suffering and are more active, more dignity, more power, and then they become someone else's doctor. Because when they understood how to get rid of their own back pain, chances that they will be able to help someone else with similar back pain are pretty high, actually, statistically. They will succeed at least in 50, 60, or 70% of the cases. Very, very high statistic rates of success are the highest I have met in the medical field. And I have been working with medical doctors for almost 15 years, full-time. And so, you know, and even beginners succeed most of the time. So they become their own doctors, their own healer. They become their family and their friend healers naturally, without a PhD. Although it's rocket science, the basics are very simple.
Yeah.
And the third thing now, not only am my own healer, not only I'm helping you, for instance, if needed, But you know what? You can do it yourself. Look, this is the point I press. Anytime your back hurts again, you do it yourself. Find the painful point in your hand, massage it with your finger or a pen, the round part, right?
Mm-hmm.
And see what happens. I'm teaching someone, actually I was supposed to teach him right now. Hopefully I'll show him this footage, he'll be very happy. He had terrible health condition. He used to be a programmer, a coder, and a martial artist and a physical trainer, a fitness trainer. He had a breakdown of all his immune system. He started to develop pains like rheumatoid arthritis. A lot of pain. For a young man in his late 20s, early 30s, his wife left him. Very terrible story. And to be with someone who just crippled is not a lot of fun over time, after a few years. Anyways, they could have stick around everybody, they do what they want. But wonderful young man. We had a Skype session, and I showed him the little map, and to find painful points and massage them. During the Skype session, I was at LAX actually. I had to fly, and he had his ankle was completely blocked and in pain for a while. He couldn't walk properly. I told him where to massage in the finger. As he did it, all the pain gradually, within a few minutes of him doing it for the first time, all the pain went away, and he could walk normally. He slept for the first time more than 20 minutes in a row, or 2 minutes in a row for the first time in years, and his health is incredibly better. It's not completely healed, there's much more work to do. This is the kind of things. The people that are willing and just doing, they have wonderful results in most cases, and very, very fast. That's something we can teach children, we can teach the audience, and anyone can do this. We can also do this through motion, like Tai Chi, very simple, very easy Tai Chi or kind of yoga, developed also by Professor Park Jae-Wo. We call this smile yoga, smile Tai Chi. We smile meditation, and we do some different motions to activate the energy lines, the meridians, and the chakras to harmonize. And there's also twist therapy. If it's painful to bend forward, usually, and it's comfortable usually to bend backwards, and then we shake also the sides, and then we twist. If we find the most comfortable position, sometimes in 30 seconds, even very chronic pain can go forever. That's the second thing we teach, twist therapy from Professor Park Jae-Wo. And the third thing I mentioned is smile meditation, including smile yoga and smile Tai Chi. And actually the most amazing results of healing are not from the Sujok acupuncture, which is the most powerful technique of healing that I know. Not from twist therapy, which is equally powerful and sometimes even more, just by finding the right motion to move the energy properly.
Right.
But from the smile meditation, mind smile meditation, body smile meditation, soul smile meditation, and life smile meditation. So this is what we teach, and we teach very advanced practitioners that have usually lots of experience in spiritual work and energy work, medical doctors, practicing Chinese acupuncture, neurology, psychiatry, and that have studied many modalities and teach them, sometimes in university. And this has originally the kind of people that came to study Sujok, and we were able to develop the Sujok together with them, because Professor Park will give them the new methodology that he constantly developed. Okay, you're going to treat all these diabetic patients using this technique developed. So he wrote about 100 books, some big ones, small ones, some very advanced, and some just do it yourself at home. Very simple. Kids can do it. A 10-year-old that can read and write will do that easily, if they're interested, of course. And
Sure.
And that's a wonderful thing, and now you massage your finger every day, and your diabetes is getting better and better and better and better and better and better. Some people, with over time, they don't need insulin anymore. This kind of things. And how do we do it the most fun way? By singing and dancing and doing meditation. Because I know you teach this beautiful work, and
Thank you.
We could at some point maybe dance together and sing and be happy.
Do the soul dance. So let me ask a few questions, because I don't think we have so much time left. Basically, a lot of people ask me, like, how effective is acupuncture? Now, let's suppose someone has cancer. What length would you say will take for a cancer patient to feel better, and how effective is acupuncture?
It's a very good question. There are many studies with different types of answers, the placebo effect can be very powerful. So because in China, for instance, acupuncture is much more effective than in the other countries.
Right.
And but I worked starting in 2004 in palliative care with cancer patients at the end of life. And since many of them passed away.